Glynnis, before you got involved with this film, Ode to Billy Joe, had you ever really thought about Billy McAllister and what might have happened to him and what he threw off the
Oh,
Tallahatchie Bridge?
sure. That was a big question, listening to the song.
What were your theories?
Um, well, I kind of thought I remember the first time I heard it, I said, well, maybe they were throwing flowers off the bridge, because at the end, she said she spent a lot of time throwing flowers off the bridge. Maybe she was doing that to remind her of Billy Joe. I didn't know.
And why did you have any theory about why he jumped off?
No, I didn't know.
Well, did you agree with the theory that perhaps she was with child and that's why he did it?
Yeah, that could have been it. A lot of people suggested that.
Now, we don't want to give away the plot, Glynnis, but the plot as it is now and the ending as it is now, does that seem plausible to you? Can you live with that?
You mean, do I like the way it is?
Uh-huh. Does it seem plausible to you?
You mean, could it happen?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And that could be his motivation, you think?
Oh, sure. I mean, well, it's hard to talk about it because I don't
yeah,
want to
because we don't want to give it away, right. No, we don't want to do that.
But it could very well happen now, and I can understand it. When the people see the movie, I think they'll understand, too.
I was on that bridge before I came over here to talk with you here in the park, and that's the scariest darn thing I think I have ever been on.
I know.
Well, how was it to work on it? You had several months you were working on that thing.
I know. We would work on it for a few days and then go to another location and work there and then come back to the bridge, you know. I loved working on it. At times I didn't because it was very hot, you know. But I did because you could just sit on the rails and look out onto the river, and it was nice and peaceful and quiet. And it's rare you get locations that are so nice, as nice as that, and I enjoyed it.
Was it ever, though, a really frightening experience, or did they do some things to protect you? Because really, as it is now, you could easily fall off that bridge.
Yes, there's a scene in which we're both sitting on the bridge with our legs dangling off, and they had to tie us on. They put the ropes underneath our clothes and tied us onto the bridge because I had to lean over.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yes, I was glad then, too.
Yes, because as I viewed the film, I thought maybe they, had some other sort of a rig just to shoot those particular scenes. But you're telling me everything was shot right on the bridge.
Yes, to shoot that particular scene, they had a crane on a float out in the water, and the crane was lifted up so the camera would be like right there shooting us at the same level, and they would have to keep on going down and filling the camera again between each take.
Glynnis, a lot of people have the idea that this song, and now of course the film, is somewhat a biography of Bobbie Gentry's life. Did you talk with her at all about the character and try to get a feel for it from her point of view?
No.
No, just the director?
I talked to Bobbie on the set only for about 5 minutes. The only time she was on the set was when I had to go out in the car and shoot a scene on the road driving. And so I only got to talk to her for about 3 minutes. So I didn't. I talked to other people, about the area and the people and everything, but I didn't get a chance to talk to Bobbie.
You're a New York girl. Was it difficult for you to really get the ambiance of the Mississippi life?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Mainly just slow down. Because of course, because of the climate here. I mean, if you go at the pace of New Yorkers, you'll drop dead by the end of the day. It's so hot. But no, it didn't. And it wasn't too hard to pick up the accent either, because I would think that the Southern accent is the easiest one to pick up because there's such a wide variety of accents.
Does this remind you of shooting the picture?
Yes! Yes! Crop dusters. Oh my God, they'd ruin all the shots. But what was I saying? Oh, about the accent. Because some people pronounce their R's and some people don't, and so it's hard to go wrong when you're doing the Southern accent, I would think.
Are you the kind of person who picks up accents easily? If you're around, say, Britishers, do you pick that up easily?
I think I do. Not really easy, but it's pretty easy for me because I am into music and I can hold a rhythm, and I think that has a lot to do with it. that, then you can get everything else pretty easy.
Glynnis, it's been fun having this chance to see you again and to talk with you here in Greenwood, Mississippi.
Yeah.
And continued good luck to you.